Welcome or welcome back to the channel. This is another Virgo channel and this is another Virgo reading. Let's get started with a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Thank you. Okay, I have some channel messages for us. Remember to only take what resonates, fits into your story, and leave the rest for someone else. It's possible that this reading won't be for you. The title of your reading is Knowledge is Power. Awareness is key. The best things in life are priceless and free. I also wrote down this thing that I heard in my channeled session earlier. I heard I believe because of you. And somebody was saying that they believe in God because of you, or they believe in themselves because of you, or they just believe in something because of you, Virgo. I also was doing some reflecting on myself, and I have been coming to terms with the past and making peace with myself from the past recently. And one of the things that I came to the conclusion of recently was that I'm not unlovable. It's just that some people have a hard time loving me because of my temperament. I'm moody. A lot of people my whole entire life have always told me that I'm moody and I'm wishy-washy. I learned my birth chart 5 or 6 years ago, and I have a Cancer moon and a Cancer Mars in Western astrology, and then in Vedic astrology I'm half Cancer. Cancer rules contradictions. Cancer rules that changing energy, and it's also a very emotional sign. So I'm a moody person, and I chose to stop pushing that away, and I chose to start embracing it. I am moody, and I love that because that means I get to experience all of the emotional spectrum, sometimes within 24 hours, but I'm a moody person, and I do have a temperament that not a lot of people want to put up with or want to love. And I understand that, but I love me, and that doesn't make me unlovable. It just means that some people are not meant to love me, and I've learned that, and I'm okay with that. I also wrote down that I'm reclaiming the power that others tried to take from me. So some of you are doing this now too. And I feel like some of you, maybe your whole life, you can relate to something like this too, where your whole life you've just been moody because that's who you are. It's in your birth chart, like mine, or something like that, where it's just your whole life you've been a certain way, and people have always tried to tell you that that's wrong, or you need to change it, or whatever. And now it's more you're just embracing it and taking the power back from it. So some of you are also reclaiming the power that others tried to take from you around this time. I wrote down the law of assumption. So some of you are working with the law of assumption right now, or you want to. If you feel called to it, look it up a little bit more. But the law of assumption basically is that what you assume will become what you assume is, right? And I wrote this down because recently I've been having these thoughts of just assuming that people don't want to be around me, or just assuming that people don't like me, or just assuming negative things. And then I caught myself thinking it, and I was the reason that you assume these things is because they keep happening to you because you keep assuming them, right? So in my own personal experience, I've just been assuming that people don't like me, assuming that people don't want to hear from me, assuming that people don't want to do anything with me, which is then literally creating that in my reality. So I had to stop myself today and be let's assume that everybody loves me. Let's assume that everything is always working out. Let's assume that people do like me. Let's change that narrative, because I can assume anything into being, right? And so can you. So use the law of assumption if you feel called to it, to manifest or to rewrite, reprogram, etc. I also wrote down that the drama, chaos, negativity, hatred, etc. is all trying to get you to quit and give up on yourself, but you never do. You're resilient and strong. You're giving the haters a masterclass in class and integrity. The reason God allowed this energy to come into your life is because God knows you can handle it and overcome it. Once you defeat these energies, and you will defeat them, and I feel it's more of a transmute. It's not you're defeating anybody or defeating anything. It's more of just a transmutation, I feel. But I wrote down, once you defeat these energies, and you will defeat them, nothing can stop you. I saw some extra dollar signs on the other side of this battle that you might be facing as well. So it looks like there is going to be an increase in money, an increase in finance once you go through this battle, or once you make it on the other side of this battle. Some of you are dealing with some sort of chaos or drama or hatred or negativity. But if anybody can do it, it's you, is what I'm hearing. And there's going to be some more dollar signs. more money coming into your life is what I'm seeing. And then I also wrote down that some of you have this ability to reinvent yourself or to reinvent the wheel. And I think that that is so cool and inspiring. I heard you're ready for a new shell. And then I started looking up arthropods, and some arthropods are hermit crabs, turtle. Well, I wrote down turtle, but I don't think turtle's an arthropod, but turtles have shells. Hermit crab, turtle, reptiles, they molt, spiders, caterpillars, and lobsters. Those could all be significant for you. Those animals, those spirit animals could be significant for you, or they will be. But I'm getting that you're just like them, and it's time for you to get a new shell. It's time for a new shell. There are some hermit crabs where they like all line up together and they like trade their shells. So I found that to be interesting too. And then I also wrote down that snails are not arthropods. They don't lose their shell, but they actually add on to their shell the bigger that they get as they grow in size. So you and arthropods and you and shells have something in common right now is what I'm getting. It's time for a new shell. You're ready for a new shell. That could also be like home, because I feel like the turtle carries its shell on its back, which is like its entire home, right? And I'm getting something about like you're ready for a new home, you're ready for a new space. I feel like some of you have outgrown, or you feel like you are outgrowing your current environment, your current space. You need something different, you need something new, you need something bigger, you need more space, etc. And I feel like that is happening. Spirit is saying you're ready for a new shell. For some of you, I'm translating that as you're ready for a new home, or you're ready for a new space. Okay, some of you could be ready for a new office, is what I'm hearing as well. Because I'm getting something about like a promotion at work, or like some sort of relocation within your job or work or something like that. And I feel like it's like a bigger space, a bigger office, a better environment or something like that wherever you're going. I wrote down the number 929. I've been seeing 929 a lot lately, and I forgot to look it up. So if some of you or if one of you wants to go into Google and look up 929, that angel number, and put it in the comments for us, I would really appreciate that. If you want to, of course, you don't have to, but I've been seeing 929 a lot lately. And then I wrote down, don't forget to breathe. Your breath is your life force. When things get tough, infuriating, and or overwhelming, count to 10 and breathe. All you need is breath, is what I'm hearing. All you need is to breathe, especially if there are people here who are trying to drag you into some sort of drama. I pulled a card for you guys already, and this card says rise above it. It's not yours to carry. You are an empath. And then the question on this card says, how can you detach from the drama? So I am seeing that there is some sort of like drama or negativity that could be around you guys, or could be following you at this time. So whenever it gets to be too much, whenever it's overwhelming, or whenever it makes you angry, count to 10 and just breathe. Okay? Try not to give any of your energy to the drama, is what I'm hearing your guides say. They're saying try not to give any of your energy to the drama. Try to soak up and absorb this drama and turn it into love, or turn it into a passion project, is what I'm hearing. I'm seeing some of you take all of the negativity and all of the hatred and maybe some of the things that people have done to you, and you're turning it into something passionate. You're using it as like a passion project. I see this as something that you're doing now, or you're going to be doing. And I'm getting some sort of reference, like maybe your whole life somebody called you a name, and you're like taking the power back from this name or this word that people have called you. You're like taking the power back from it now, and you're turning it into like a movie, or you're turning it into an art movement, or you're turning it into a story. I don't really know, it could be anything, but I feel like you're taking something that somebody called you, or that people called you, and now you're taking the power back from it, and you're turning it into a passion project, or you're turning it into something very creative. I love that. Okay, that just came through. I did not write that down, but that just came through. Intuitively picked up on that. And then I also wrote down that some of you scare people, or you intimidate them, and that is why they attack you. When I was on my walk earlier today, I just got this message, this download, that sometimes people are afraid of us, especially the Virgos. And I think it's because they're afraid of what we know, or they're afraid of like our energy, because our energy is very powerful. And also the Hermit shines a light on everything. So the Hermit card, a lot of you already know, but if you don't, the Hermit card is Virgo energy. The Hermit is someone who isolates themselves, or is isolated by the universe, because they need to find the answers within themselves. So they go away for a time. There's usually like a cave involved. They go away for a time, they find the answers within themselves, and then once they become the light for themselves, they go out into the world, and they start shining this light on all of the darkness. Everybody. Nobody is safe. And I think that's why a lot of people don't like Virgo. because Virgo will shine the light even if you don't want to face it. Because Virgo is like, I just did all this inner work, I just shined the light on myself, and now I have to shine the light on everything that does not match, right? It's up to the person to actually work on their own darkness and turn it into light. Your job is to simply just bring awareness to, or to shine the light on the darkness, right? So that's kind of what I'm seeing. Some of you scare and intimidate people because you have this ability to shine the light on people's darkness and things that they don't want to face. So they choose to attack you without even knowing you. That's what I'm getting. I'm also seeing that some of you, this is like strangers who just like impulsively like lash out at you or attack you or yell at you or say things to you. I'm getting something about like drive-through or like retail. So like you could work in the food service industry or in retail or customer service, because I'm just getting like strangers, like people you don't know, they just come up to you and they like start yelling at you or get mad at you or start attacking you like you did something. And it's not you, it's just the energy that you carry. It's just this light energy that you carry. Something about coming into contact with you makes them have to look at themselves and face their own darkness, face their own demons, etc. And I've been noticing that a lot lately. We're coming to a time where people are having to wake up because it's just the way that the world is moving, right? It's Age of Aquarius. And so it's time for people to wake up and to tap into their calling. And a lot of people don't want to face the darkness to get to the other side. But I guess that's not up to us. Not right now. It doesn't feel like we have a choice. It kind of feels like we have to face the darkness within. It just feels like that's what's going on right now in the world, in the universe, and the energy. And so sometimes you scare and intimidate people because of those things, and they choose to attack you. Okay, I also wrote down that some of you might be cutting back on the substances, or you may want to. I've been seeing a lot going on in the collective of people quitting smoking specifically. So some of you may be thinking about this, or this is your confirmation, or some of you may already be doing this. You may have already tried to quit smoking and you're working on it. I quit smoking tobacco, nicotine, cigarettes 2021, and I quit cold turkey. Do not recommend that. I didn't talk to anybody. I had no help. I was very alone at that time. The withdrawals were some of the worst things I've ever felt in my entire life. So my heart goes out to you, those of you who are going through this. Also, there are going to be times that some of you like do relapse, okay? And it's just because you need to at that time. I had to tell myself that too. Like when I was going through the quitting, since I quit cold turkey, there was no like nicotine patches, no nicotine gum, none of that. I really was just like, I'm quitting. And I had been doing it for like 3 or 4 years. So I had already built up that like nicotine addiction, tobacco addiction. And it was very hard to quit at first. And so every once in a while, I would just be having awful withdrawal symptoms and I'd be crying. I'd be in the fetal position. I was having the worst time. And so I would have to let myself smoke a cigarette. So sometimes you're going to have to do that for yourself, okay? Listen to your body, listen to your needs. And I also do not recommend quitting cold turkey, but you do you, okay? Try to find some people to help you, to talk about this with, if this is you, if you're struggling with this at all. Also, do know that the withdrawal symptoms, they pass, they go away eventually, okay? Do what you got to do to get through them though, okay? And listen to your body. And then some of you may be quitting weed or just cutting back on substances, maybe not drinking as much, not partying as much, not smoking weed as much. It just feels like the time to like kind of take a tolerance break for some of us, or maybe to quit altogether. Take what resonates for you, right? Spirit's been telling me that too, that it's time to like take a tolerance break. And I may even quit smoking weed altogether. But I don't know. I just know that I need a break from it. Spirit is saying it's time to like slow down on that, to cut that out. And they told me that on the other side of quitting what I thought that I needed, and it's not that I need to smoke weed, it's just something that I do. And I don't really smoke that much. It's just a daily thing that I do, and it helps me a lot. But Spirit is saying that on the other side of me quitting this, taking a break from it, is all of the manifestations that I've been manifesting. So all the things that I want and actually need are on the other side of me taking a tolerance break and putting the weed down right now. And I'm like, okay, Spirit, say less. Say less. Whatever you say goes. So some of you may be cutting back on the substances now too, or you're being guided to. And then I wrote down weird food combinations, because the word weird is subjective. I don't know what is considered weird to you. but I just heard that on my walk as well. Weird food combinations. Some of you may be having like weird cravings right now. Some of you might be pregnant. I was seeing the Empress card in my mind's eye, but the Empress is kind of Virgo energy anyway, so it could just be you're having weird food cravings. I don't know why, but some of you could be pregnant as well. Take what resonates. And then I wrote down, just because you can doesn't mean you should or have to. Other people's messes are not yours to clean up. And just because you might have the answer and be able to help someone doesn't mean that you should or that you have to. I also wrote down that productivity might look different for you right now. It doesn't mean you're lazy or unproductive. I feel like there's been some sort of shift as we move into like the divine feminine season of winter in the northern hemisphere. It feels like things are slowing down, and it feels like productivity is coming in different ways. So whereas maybe during the spring and summer, productivity looks like working and going out and doing things and creating things and that type of energy. But now productivity looks more like resting and journaling and cooking and cleaning. It's less about the actual work that you're doing outside of yourself, and it's more about the work that you're doing to recharge, to replenish. That's more of what the productivity is looking like now. And Spirit is saying that it's still productive. You're still being productive, just in a different way. Okay? And the other form of productivity where you are working and creating and putting things out will come back to you. Okay? I also wrote down that some of you are isolating yourself, or you've been isolated right now so that you can gain clarity. And I heard too many cooks in the kitchen, if you know that phrase, which is just kind of like nobody can think straight. Everything's a mess because there's too many hands on, there's too many opinions, there's too much distraction. And so that's why some of you have been isolated, because you wouldn't be able to gain the clarity and the information that you're asking for with a bunch of people around you. You need to be alone so that you can get the clarity, you can get the information, and then put yourself back into society. That's what I was seeing. And some of you may be doing this for yourself. You may be isolating yourself because you know that there's too many opinions around you, there's too much distraction, there's too much drama, and you don't want to be around it, you can't be around it, and you also know that you need to be alone to gain the clarity because of all the distraction, right? And then I wrote down the best things in life are priceless and free, like dolphin watching. Yesterday I went to Disneyland in California Adventure with my friend Kate. Shout out to Kate, love her so much. And I got this Spider-Man sweater. It's very cute. It also says Spider-Man on the back. I love it. And I had so much fun at Disneyland, and I'm so grateful I got to go. But then today I went to the beach this morning and I was watching like dolphins in the ocean. They were very close to shore and they were jumping and flipping and doing their thing in the ocean. And that's when that channel message about the best things in life are priceless and free, that message came through for me when I was at the beach watching the dolphins, and it was just amazing. So dolphin watching could be something that's happening for you guys, or something that you want to be doing, but it doesn't have to be dolphin watching. It's just the message is the best things in life are priceless and free. Some of you are going to know what that means very soon, is what I just heard. And then the last thing I wrote down is an affirmation that I just started using, and I want to share it with you guys because it's already working for me, and I love sharing my magic with all of you. The affirmation is only positive manifests despite my dominant thoughts. Only positive manifests despite my dominant thoughts. And if you continue to affirm this to yourself repeatedly and you start to believe it, it will work. Only positive things will manifest in your life despite whatever that dominant thought is. And this has been really good for me lately because I told you about how I was assuming that people didn't like me. I was assuming that nobody wanted to be around me. I was assuming the worst, right? So instead, this affirmation is actually helping me because it doesn't matter what that intrusive thought is. It doesn't matter what that dominant thought is. As long as I tell myself that only positive manifests, despite whatever the dominant thought is, then only positive will manifest. Period. So use that for yourself if you want to. Those are your channel messages. Let me get some water. Okay. I have not been wanting to pull cards lately. I've been really just into the channel messages. So hopefully you guys are okay with that for right now. We're going to pull a couple cards just to see if there's anything else that wants to come out. But I did pull this card for you guys earlier, like I showed you. The number 37 or 73 could be significant. Some of you may also have like a crystal shop or a metaphysical shop that you run or you're thinking about running, or you may be buying crystals right now. There's a lot of crystals on this card. So I'm getting something about crystals or working with crystals could be significant for you. I'm also getting something about like a different lipstick or a different lip color. You may be trying out like a new lip color. And I'm hearing it looks really good. I'm trying a new lip color, but I'm seeing purple. You could be trying like a purple or a red or like a nude lip color that has like red tint to it or like a purpley hue. Okay, I'm getting that it's weird and it's different for you, but it actually looks really good. Okay, thank you, Spirit, for the compliment, because I was worried about this. It's called If You Care. The lip liner is from NYX Professional Makeup. The lip liner is called Auburn. The lipstick is by MAC. I don't know what the name of the lipstick is, but the lipstick is like a nude from MAC. I'll pull it out for you. While we're here, I'll pull it out for you. I just wanted to try something different. And I like it, but I don't love it. It's not going to become an everyday thing. I just thought that the makeup and the eyes was very like natural, cute, simple, basic. So I thought I would add a pop of color. Anyway, outside is the lip liner, the Auburn color from NYX. The inside is the MAC lipstick. Looks like this. It's in Laissez-Faire, number 411. It's called Love Me lipstick, if you're curious. And then I also threw a lip oil on top of it. The NYX fat oils, those lip oils. I threw a clear one on top of it. And that is my lip combo today. And I think it's really cute, but it's different for me. I just wanted to try something else. Try something new, add a pop of color. Let me know what you think. If you hate it, don't be mean in the comments, please. But some of you may also be trying out a new lip color, and I'm hearing that it looks good on you. Or you may be feeling called to like try out a new lip color. If you don't wear makeup, maybe you're just trying to like try new colors or try new patterns or try new styles of things. Could be clothes, could be food, could be places you go to shop at, things like that. You may just be trying new things right now, and I'm getting that you really like it, or you're going to really like it. Okay. So that card that we pulled for you says, rise above it. It's not yours to carry. You are an empath. I'm also getting something about astrology or stars could be really significant for you. Maybe you're studying the stars or you're studying the astrology going on currently. Maybe you are an astrologer. Or maybe you're learning more about your own birth chart. Okay, we're gonna pull cards for how you can detach from the drama, and then we're gonna let you go. How can Virgo detach from the drama? Oh, we're seeing the Five of Swords in the reverse. And I just heard, let me handle it. Somebody is saying that to you, Virgo. Let me handle it. Don't involve yourself in this. I'm hearing this doesn't concern you. Not in like a mean way, but it's like, this drama doesn't concern you, or it doesn't need to concern you. I'm hearing, let me handle it. I feel like that's your guide, or your spirit team, or God, saying, let me handle it. How can you detach from the drama? Let your spirit team handle it. Let the universe handle it. Let karma play out is what I'm hearing. Okay, I also got this message today for 2024, and I do plan on doing a 2024 reading for you guys soon, but the first message that I have for you for the year of 2024 is that 2024 is going to be a karmically abundant year on both sides of the spectrum. So what you've been giving the past couple of years, I was getting like the past 2 to 4 years, what you've been giving to the universe and giving to yourself and putting out there, it's definitely coming back to you. This could be good or bad depending on what you've been putting out into the universe, what you've been saying, what you've been thinking, etc. And I feel like for a lot of you it is really good. But 2024 is an 8 year. 2 plus 2 plus 4 simplifies to 8. And 8 is all about abundance and karma. And so I'm getting that 2024 is going to be karmically abundant. It's going to be filled with a lot of karma. For some of you, it's really good. It's a lot of good karma. And it's a lot of like, finally, I have the things that I've been manifesting. Finally, I feel like I can achieve the things that I want to achieve because the universe is kind of like opening up space for me. In my meditation earlier today, I also saw these really big, giant golden doors being opened. So there is some sort of door or gate being opened for you, especially in 2024. That's what I'm seeing for you, Virgo. Okay, but let's go back to how can you detach from the drama? How else can Virgo detach from the drama? With the Five of Swords in the reverse, I'm getting just don't talk about it. Focus on something else. talk about something else, change the subject. If this is something that you can't get away from because it's like happening to you, like in your face, like somebody's in your face trying to bring the drama, okay, that could be the message for you. Change the subject. Distract them with something else. Change their mind. That's what I'm hearing. And then we're seeing the Queen of Wands. I love this energy because regardless of your gender, I feel like Virgo is going through like an energetic glow up. I'm hearing like a transformation. So you're also getting more physically attractive. There's some sort of glow up happening with your physical appearance, but I'm also getting that there's like a glow up happening with your spiritual energy. When I say glow up, I don't just mean like, oh, you're going to look prettier, you're going to look handsomer, better looking, healthier, etc. I also mean that your aura, your energy, your spirit is going through a glow up as well. And I love this. Okay, I'm hearing you're getting your magic back, or the magic is back. There's magic all around you. I'm also getting, how can you detach from the drama? Be confident. Be confident in your skills. Be confident in who you are. Be confident in what you're wearing, how you present yourself. Because I feel like these people are only really bringing drama into your life because they think that they have some sort of control over you, or they want to have some sort of control or power over you. But if you stand in your power and you come off very confident, there's nothing that they can do, right? And then we're seeing the Fool. Okay, so for some of you, how can you detach from the drama? Maybe go a different direction. Maybe cut those people out of your life. The Fool is like starting a whole new journey. Maybe you move. Maybe you relocate. I think I did say that earlier in this reading. That could be an answer for some of you. Okay, maybe you relocate, you go on a new journey, you take a trip, you take some time away from these people or from this job or from this drama. You just kind of go on your own way, go your own path or something like that. Okay, let's see if there's anything else Spirit wants to say. Oh, also the trying new things could help you to detach from the drama, because I feel like something about you trying something new, maybe you dye your hair. It's like changing the way that people look at you. I don't understand what Spirit's trying to say, but it's like, I'm getting this instance of like, say you did something really terrible, or say you made like a mistake, and people keep hyper fixating on it instead of letting you live, instead of letting you grow and watching you grow as a person. They just keep bringing up that one mistake that you made. It could have even been years ago, but it could be more recent. And you're like trying to get past it. You're trying to grow and evolve as a person, because we all make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. You know that. But some people feel like they're still holding on to whatever mistake it is that you made. I don't know why. And that could be where the drama is coming from. But I'm getting like, even something as small as just like dyeing your hair, changing your lip color, it'll distract them. And they'll be like, oh, look, Virgo just dyed their hair. Look at Virgo's hair color. And so it gives them something else to talk about instead of whatever mistake you made in the past. That's an interesting one. Yeah, you may just be distracting people away from the drama. I really also feel like this drama isn't even anything that you caused. I just feel like people are intimidated and scared of you. And I also feel like you shine that light so brightly, and people don't want to face their own darkness right now, but they don't have a choice. So continue to be confident, continue to shine your light. Try to not engage in the drama if you don't have to. Let your spirit team handle it. And also use your little defense tactic of distraction is what I'm getting. And trying new things. Meeting new people, going new places, etc. That'll also help you to detach from the drama. I'm getting that some of you are in this phase of like, kind of like leaving behind people or leaving behind an old way of doing something to now embrace new people, new ideas, new thoughts. It feels like you're getting older, right? We all are every single day. It feels like you're getting older, and now the things that you are interested in are different. So now you're trying to find the people who are interested in the things that you are now interested in as well. And there are people out there who exist who are interested in what you're interested in too. I think that's why Spirit's guiding you on this new path, because there's other people out there for you to meet, or there's other things out there for you to do, and it also feels drama-free, right? Okay, rise above it. It's not yours to carry. You are an empath, and knowledge is power. Awareness is key. The best things in life are priceless and free. That's what I have for you for today's video, Virgo. I love you so much. Take care of yourself, stay hydrated, and I will see you next time. Bye.